Did he just put Ayanokoji Kiyotaka at 4? Are we serious? Above Vegapunk? Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I rock with Classroom of the Elite. It's a really good show. Ayanokoji's smart. All he does is aura farm, say, people are nothing but tools to me, and look down on people, and that's all he does the whole show, bro. That's above Vegapunk? This might be the worst list to ever be made. Alright, we're gonna react to the worst anime hot takes of all time. 5. Hold up.
Chain is the hardest to snatch. Yugi's, Sinbad, or Broly?
I'll put Broly as the easiest. I'll put Broly.
Did he just say snatching Broly's chain is easy? Bro, if you snatch Broly's chain, bro, you might get your face gripped and then get RKO'd through the entire planet, bro. Yugi, I never watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Sinbad's gonna do the same, but like less extreme. What is bro on? I don't even know. That was a horrible take.
We're now well into 2025, and the internet is still the internet. And as you can see with the title, it's that time of the year again where I need to talk about some of the terrible anime takes I found while scouring the internet. So in today's video, we're gonna be looking at some of the most absurd, brain-numbing takes that have touched the web. And like always, no hate to any of these people. We're just talking about anime.
Word.
It's the hardest to snatch. Yugi's, Sinbad, or Broly?
I'll put Broly as the easiest.
That's a horrible take, bro.
Wow.
That's a horrible take, bro. Much respect. I can't chat. Got work in the morning, but wanted to say you make this shit. Appreciate you, Jordan.
At first glance of all these characters,
I
I'd expect
appreciate
either Yugi or Sinbad to get disrespected before Broly. Sinbad not getting disrespected is the most shocking to me because I don't think he's more popular than the other two in the video.
Bro, Sinbad, if y'all haven't watched Magi, y'all need to watch Magi, bro. That man Sinbad is a different breed, bro. He's like the strongest in the verse. He be taking all the women. I'm pretty sure he has a harem. He made his own country. Nobody makes their own country, but he made his own country and some more stuff, bro. That's crazy.
So I assumed that people were unaware of how powerful he was. But I guess people know ball. To an extent, of course. Come on. To clarify something, we're talking about Z Broly here, not Dragon Ball Super Broly, who had a good side to him. The argument the guy in the video makes...
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Broly's hair is kind of cool. Broly has really tough hair. Right now, I'm growing out locks. I want my locks to look like this, bro. Like that down to my eyes, encompassing all over my head, bro. This is tough. This is tough. I rock with this. We rock with this. Who is Sinbad? I never heard of him. You should hear of him. Watch Magi. He's a really great character.
Super Broly, who had a good side to him. The argument the guy in the video makes is that since Broly was kind of chill with the Z fighters when they pulled up, one might be able to get away with doing something to him. But I feel like this is just flawed in all types of ways. Z Broly was tweaked out to the extreme. For a majority of his life, he was blowing up galaxies like it was nothing. They showed flashbacks of him as...
Not gonna lie, bro. I barely remember Dragon Ball Z Broly. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I watched the Broly movie. Wasn't Broly not even canon until the Broly movie? I was not watching that, bro. I mean, he wasn't canon, so I was not watching no movies with Broly in it, so I have no idea what I'm looking at right now.
Just for the love of the game. I don't even want to mention what he did to the Z fighters. I think we all know that story already. Even when Paragus was controlling him, Broly could still just lose control and start acting violently. A counter argument to that would be the fact that Broly was only losing control when he was around Goku. But even if he's still controlled by Paragus, Broly is still a Saiyan. He's a warrior. He's not gonna let you just do something to him and get away with it.
Not fact. I would though. I'd fry Broly.
Broly is like 7'10".
I would fry Broly.
I'd really love to see.
He's 7'10"? Broly's 7'10"? What the hell? Why are you not in the league? 7'10", mad Aki, mad built. That's actually like a titan of a human being, bro. He's Wemby. He's anime Dragon Ball Z Wemby, bro. He's stronger than Goku and Vegeta, and is taller, and got longer hair, and got cooler drip. What he has on right here is like 10 times cooler than whatever the hell this is, this weak ass Master Roshi fit. I knew Broly was smooth, but like I ain't know he was 7'10", best fighter, one of the best fighters in the verse move, bro. 7'10" is insane, bro. If you don't get on my damn Miami Heat and save my team, bro. Miami Heat suck, bro. Like, oh, we're 5th. Never mind. My fault. I'm bugging.
10 in his base form.
I did not know that.
Take something from someone built like this. Also, thinking about it now, Broly did destroy all those galaxies without needing Goku around. So honestly, saying a take like this already requires a lot of brain cells not caring about self-preservation. However, the take becomes even worse when you look at the other options.
How does someone's brain even coordinate and work?
He's at least a bit more approachable
to even say something like that and genuinely think that's facts, bro. That had to be rage bait, bro.
There's a better chance.
He had to say that. He had to say what he said. He had to say that to rage bait to get a clip out, bro. Cause there's no way all the brain cells coordinated in his head, thinking that you can snatch Broly's chain and you have the best chance out of the other characters and everything would be smooth, bro. Like, I ain't even watched Yu-Gi-Oh, but I just know Yugi or whoever the other side of Yugi is sweet compared to Broly, bro. Not gonna lie, Goku getting disrespected like that for his fit is crazy. I mean, Goku's fit is chips. If we're gonna keep it to being like, it's smooth for like a every so often use, but we see Goku in that fit every single time. It is not a fit to be wearing every single time. Bucket Hat, you may be an unk, but you're the most goated unk. I'm literally only 21. I'm not old.
Don't even have to worry about Sinbad for real, because the most obvious choice. But
hold on, Goku got fists now? No, he doesn't. No, he does not. That same fit. The only time I ever seen Goku put on a good fit was when he put on that SAB jacket. That was it. That's the only fit you're ever gonna see, bro. Yo, chill, bro. Bro, you got all the aura, bro. I have to remind my stream that you just got all the aura, bro. All right, bro. It's not chips. He always in there. He takes off the orange shirt sometimes. Bro, when I watched Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Z, I never seen him without that fit, except maybe 3 times. And like the other fits were like buns too. Like his farmer fit when he was on that tractor in the beginning of Dragon Ball Super, that was buns too.
Between the 3 characters is Yugi. It doesn't really matter if it's regular Yugi or Yami Yugi. I'm taking my chances with them. Yami Yugi is the closest thing to a normal human being you're gonna get between these 3 characters. He's only like 5 feet tall with an average build. He's nothing too menacing. We've seen this man get blitzed and punched by regular people before. And I'm 99% sure that this isn't Yami from season 0, because if it was, we'd be having a slightly different conversation. As long as I'm not dueling him in a shadow game, I have a way better chance with him than the literal gods amongst the men. Next stage.
It's not in the big 3 because Shonen Jump just announced that One Piece, DBZ, and Naruto are their best-selling manga series, so why is Bleach in the conversation?
Do you guys want to know?
Bro, it's 2025 and people still don't know that the big 3 is the big 3 because they were carrying Shonen numbers wise on their back for like in like I think mid 2000s, right? Early mid 2000s, bro. That's why it's the big 3. No, Hunter x Hunter doesn't belong on the big 3. Fairy Tail belongs on the big 3 more than Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter is my 4th favorite anime of all time, and I'm saying that, bro.
Fun fact, did you guys know that pole vaulting was invented by Greek prisoners who used poles to escape over prison walls? And since their idea was so clever, the Greeks decided to let the prisoners roam free, and the event started to become a mainstay in track and field. Now, do I have any idea what I'm talking about? Nope. Kind of like how this guy has no idea what he's saying. Like, I get that this is his own interpretation of what the big 3 is, but come on, we get what he's trying to say here.
I was like, what the hell is he talking about, bro? I do not care about pole vault. I never cared about pole vault. I never will care about pole vault. I don't know why he was chatting about that. That was funny.
It doesn't even have to be that long. Anyone who wants to put Dragon Ball in the big 3 is just not aware of what the term represents. The big 3 isn't just the 3 shonen franchises with the most sales ever. The big 3 represents the most popular anime from Shonen Jump in the early 2000s.
Facts.
During this period, these 3 anime were the forefront of shonen media. Best sales and some of the highest cultural impact in the West. And to those with a keen eye, you may say Dragon Ball shares the exact same traits, still wondering why it can't be in the big 3. The glaring issue with
hell nah, Fairy Tail doesn't deserve that. Hunter x Hunter deserves that, bro. Hunter x Hunter, I don't even think was top 5 back then, bro, in terms of sales, bro. Hunter x Hunter is way better than Fairy Tail. That is true, but Hunter x Hunter wasn't dropping damn near Wilt numbers in the early 2000s. Hunter x Hunter was. That's tough. That's tough.
Dragon Ball and its quote-unquote big 3 status is the fact that Dragon Ball started coming out in the 80s and the 90s. If you want me to spell it out for you, that means Dragon Ball became prominent way before the entire big 3 were even conceptualized. Dragon Ball is more like a father to the big 3, with each of the creators taking some sort of influence and inspiration from it. I don't know why people want to always discount
That's what I'm saying, bro.
impact on shonen. A lot of the new
that man Luffy's a huge big back, bro. Do you see this? All this damn food. He was gonna eat all this food and still not be hungry, bro. My goal is truly a fat individual.
Why people want to always discount Bleach and its impact on shonen. A lot of the new gen we see were inspired by Bleach. I've already talked about this before, so I'm not gonna repeat myself too much. Just look at some of the new gen anime.
I'm low-key a big bag too, bro. I was at DreamCon. I ate 2 Chipotle bowls and I was still like kind of hungry a little bit. So low-key I'm kind of fat too.
which honestly aren't so new anymore. And think about how a lot of these concepts were popularized with Bleach.
Bro, the
Next
2011
thing,
adaptation
what do we
got so
have
many
here? A list
people linked
ranking
to
your
it.
top 5 smartest
That's
anime
true.
characters. That sounds neat.
But Fairy
Damn,
Tail was
Bulma's on the
still
cover. So shortly,
top
she's
4
on the list.
numbers wise. Like that
She's
don't
on the
mean
list,
none.
right?
I'm sorry.
Starting
Maybe the
off
new
with
big
Dr.
3 in like
Vegapunk at
the early
5.
2010s.
The smartest man in One Piece is at 5. The man who created
Oh,
the
whoa,
pacifist.
what happened, chat? What happened?
Starting off, that sounds neat.
Top
And
5
Bulma's on the
smartest
cover,
anime
so
characters.
surely she's on the list. She's on the list, right? Dear goodness, we're starting off with Dr. Vegapunk at 5. The smartest man in One Piece is at 5. The man who created the pacifista, expanded understanding of devil fruits, and lives on an island.
I mean, at 5 is kind of crazy, but I kind of gotta see the rest of the list, because if at 5 is like Vegapunk, at 4 is like Senku, and 3, 2, 1 is like smarter than Senku, then that's not crazy. Water 7 is indeed top 3 arc in One Piece. That is facts. That is very facts.
Centuries ahead of the rest of the world is at 5.
You should react to your Shigashina video.
To be contained in his own head is
I low-key hate that Shigashina video. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like it was smooth, but it could have been funnier.
So there could very well be plenty of characters smarter than Vegapunk. Granted, I highly doubt you can name 4 smarter, but it's certainly not impossible. It's not like they're gonna put some high school students on the list who aren't even that smart. We need to stop overrating these.
Bro, where my soundboard at, bro? Hold up. Did y'all see what I just saw, bro? Where my soundboard at, bro? Bucket, prepare yourself. Just don't look at the rest of the list. It's horrible. You're gonna be so mad. I'm already mad, bro. Hold up.
These manipulators aren't
Fine. Stop.
on the list who aren't even
Stop
that.
moving. Did he just put Ayanokoji Kiyotaka at 4? Are we serious? Above Vegapunk? Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I rock with Classroom of the Elite. That's a really good show. Ayanokoji's smart. All he does is aura farm, say people are nothing but tools to me, and look down on people, and that's all he does the whole show, bro. That's above Vegapunk? This might be the worst list to ever be made. Hold up, where my soundboard sound effect at, bro? Hold up, where is it? Okay, found it. Oh, that's not it. Whatever. I'm not gonna pull it up, bro. That is the worst list to ever be made, bro. People say I make bad lists. This list is horrible. And did I see lights? I see Light Yagami over Dr. Vegapunk in a list, and he's serious. Are we serious? Oh my days, bro. What's good, Ryan? Oh my days, bro.
We need to stop overrating these types of characters. These manipulators aren't really that smart. They're just good liars, especially this bum. I did have a video talking about how overrated this guy's intelligence is, but it unfortunately got taken down. To sum it up, a lot of the intelligence Light showed was just him playing a game where only he knew the rules. Moreover, he had like 3 other.
He brings up a very good point, bro. Light Yagami is low-key overrated, bro. He was playing a game, a mental intelligence game with a bunch of people where he was the only one with the powers. He was the only one who knew what's going on. L had to compete with somebody who had a magical one-tap book. And he almost won. Light Yagami actually isn't even that cool, bro. Light Yagami is low-key overrated. You know what? I think I already made a TikTok about that, but I'm gonna make another TikTok about that. Let me write that down, chat. Hold up. Low-key, Light Yagami is a fraud. I mean, he's not, like, he's so smart, but he ain't all that, though. Yeah, bro.
Is helping him out along the way. And why would you put Light here instead of L? He was the one actually making crazy moves with limited knowledge of what he was up against. He should definitely be the Death Note representative of this list. It's a similar story with Ayanokoji. He may be a genius when it comes to strategy and manipulation, but he's definitely not smarter than Dr. Vegapunk. I don't know why people think these high school students who are good.
Bro, is Ayanokoji even smarter than Frankie? Is he even smarter than Nico Robin, chat? Is Ayanokoji even smarter than Nico Robin? No Splash, you still the GOAT, but you hating? Am I hating or am I spitting facts, bro? Is he even strong? Is he even smarter? He's not smarter than Nico Robin, bro. I don't think so, gang. No. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Liars are automatically some of the smartest anime characters ever. Half of the things this archetype of character does is something a lot of teenagers would do as well if they thought hard enough about it. Also, wouldn't Aizen be a better option than both of these characters? He was manipulating an entire society.
Not facts, bro. Aizen was manipulating people who, not gonna lie, everybody else had powers. It wasn't just him like Light. Everybody else had powers. He was manipulating all of them. They were, a good amount of them were smart. They were strong. You know what I'm saying? They weren't Chips. The only person that was Light's comp in Death Note was literally L. Aizen actually has some comp, and he was still putting in pain. He only lost because he wanted to lose. If he never planned out Ichigo's whole life, he would have succeeded. But yeah, bro, anyway, Aizen belongs on there more than Ayanokoji, more than Light.
Which is quite concerning. This means that either Bulma or Senku aren't on this list, both of which are definitely supposed to be here.
Chat, do y'all think Shikamaru's top 5 in all smart characters?
Shikamaru is smart and has the best battle IQ here, but I don't think that puts him above a character like Dr. Vegapunk, Bulma, or Senku. And number 1 of the list is Senku, which is fairly reasonable. It's kind of a layup at this point, but that doesn't change.
Oh shoot, y'all can't see chat on stream. Why can y'all not see chat?
The fact that this list is garbage. Bulma not being on the list while also having freaking Mickey Mouse high school geniuses above her invalidates the entire thing. Bulma invented functioning time travel, built a spaceship, and created the Dragon Ball.
Yeah, bro, Bulma's actually dumb smart, bro. Man got a break, he just hates to use it. Bulma's actually mad smart, bro. Bulma might be top 3. Bulma might be above Vegapunk. Nah, not above Vegapunk, but Bulma's definitely up there in terms of smartness, bro. She built a time, she made people go back in time and back and forth in time. A spaceship, she was building everything, bro. She was a true Minecraft character. She was truly Steve. She was truly Alex.
Radar. The way her intelligence gets downplayed sometimes is insane. Like, do you really think in your heart of hearts that Light Yagami is smarter than Bulma? Be serious. There are some other characters I can mention, but
that's
I think it's hard to
insane,
get
bro.
the fact that this list was mostly awful and was likely created on some magic leaves, if you catch my drift. And before I move on to the next take, if you're enjoying the video so far and you're new, you might as well subscribe for the obligatory TikTok live segment where we see what dumb topic was being debated for like an hour. And
Oh shit.
Oh my
bro,
gosh.
I remember these gauntlets back in Prime Annie talk, bro.
Invincible versus Dragon Ball characters again? Yeah, I'm good, bro. I actually care about my brain cells. These TikTok lives need to do better, bro. Those versus debates just aren't cutting it anymore. I'm sorry. Next take.
Trained to master it at his hero academia. All Might never had to train that way, by the way, folks. This is what he looked like before he got One For All. This is what he looked like before he had One For All, right? Right here. He was using it pretty much 100%, and I don't like that good.
No, Caleb, no.
Chat, how do I know Caleb said he watched My Hero Academia? How can I be sure that Caleb said he watched My Hero Academia? Caleb, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Caleb's my top 5 favorite YouTuber of all time. Caleb, bro. All you had to do was watch the show and realize that that's not the case, bro. I'm not even gonna say nothing on Caleb, because Caleb is my top 5 favorite YouTuber of all time. But Caleb, bro. Come on, Caleb, bro. I expected better about... Whoa, I can't talk. I expected better of you, Caleb.
Caleb City talking straight nonsense, but a bad take is a bad take. First off, All Might didn't even look like this when he got One For All. He looked completely normal. He just looks like this because All For One almost killed him. The injury was so bad that the guy ended up looking like Itachi with how much he was coughing up blood. Secondly,
Yeah,
Gran
bro,
Torino
bad.
gave All Might PTSD
It was
while
bad,
he was training,
bro.
and that's not a joke.
But All Might still held
skills
that
back
form
to
for
Gran
like
Torino and the
three
punishment he endured. He
three
was going
seasons?
through all of this just to be able to control One For All. Now, All Might being able to use 100% does separate himself from Deku. However, we all know that One For All has numerous different quirks in it while also increasing with strength over time. The One For All that Deku has is way stronger than All Might's. Deku's gotta control like 6 other quirks in the raw power that One For All gives.
Nah, facts, bro. That man All Might with that One For All, bro. All he did was punch, and that's all he needed, bro. All he did was jump high, move fast, and punch niggas in the face. And that was all he needed, and he was the GOAT for like 50 years, bro. That is my GOAT. All Might is my GOAT. I can't even lie. I wish we saw All Might in his prime. Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. What's that behind you? Oh no, looking at ending. I feel like for One Piece and Dragon Ball, they should like make prequels to the show and like have like the old generation and like have like their anime and stuff. Cause imagine One Piece, but it's Roger instead of Luffy as the main character and it's better pacing. But like One Piece is still there too, but it's like a prequel. That'd be so tough. That if they want to make money, bro, if they want to make mad bread, because you know they're money hungry, because it's the corporation. All corporations are money hungry. Instead of making a sequel that nobody wants to watch, make a prequel that everybody wants to watch. Gotta think. I'm thinking.
That's obviously going to be much harder than what All Might had to train for. Those first 2 or 3 seasons really did a number on Deku's PR for no reason. He gets so much hate for things that are out of his control within the plot. People out here yapping about things that are just straight up fabricated just to hate on this man. Also,
Deku's a real nigga,
even
bro.
A bad thing that Deku has to train more. What, do we want Deku to literally be handed his powers just to be Mega All Might for the rest of the series? Yeah, that's a good plot.
Facts.
Kid begs a hero enough and becomes
My Hero got hate for no reason.
What?
Deku never should have got hate. My Hero never should have got hate. I don't know why Deku was getting hate, but My Hero was getting hate because of the fandom, because they were shipping people who weren't, you know what I'm saying, Ayo together. Bro, that's rage bait, bro. That's rage bait, bro. Did he call Vegeta a Sasuke clone? Uryu a Sasuke clone? Killua, mind you, half of these characters came before Sasuke. 1, 2, and 3. Actually, I don't know about you, but Vegeta and Killua literally came before Sasuke. This dude right here, I mean, that's kind of fair. Yuno is nothing like Sasuke. Actually, nah, he kind of is. Yuta, I don't think he's anything like Sasuke. I haven't read the manga. I haven't. Season 3 of Jujutsu Kaisen ain't dropped, but I don't think he's like Sasuke. Nobody here is like Sasuke except these two, bro. Never make a take ever again, bro. That is a horrible take. But I can also tell it's rage bait though, because it's Twitter, so. Don't nobody want to look like Sasuke the fuck. I mean, Sasuke is kind of cool though. Like, let's not act like Sasuke is not mad tough. Not even like him, he's not. Watch the damn video. Bro, was doing my homework, but I seen this on my page. Why is Vegeta there? I don't even know, bro. Boruto manga Sasuke, horrendous. Bro, I found out Sasuke got sealed in the street and I just started laughing, bro. I just started laughing, bro.
Other characters labeled as duplicates. You see, this is why Twitter never disappoints me, because you can always count on something stupid being said there. TikTok Live, take some notes. Let's take this post on one by one. How is Vegeta a duplicate of Sasuke if Vegeta came out before Sasuke? Like, that doesn't even take research, it's just common knowledge. Same thing applies to Killua.
Bro, that Twitter post is definitely rage bait, bro.
The series has been out for a while. It's just that the 2011 version.
I appreciate it's already it's just not up.
Modern times. Also,
I appreciate you, terrible person.
Killua and Sasuke have to make Killua a duplicate. Their arrival of the main character, is that the only criteria it takes to be a Sasuke clone? Wouldn't Kurapika make more sense to be the quote-unquote duplicate? I feel like once anyone sees a Deuteragonist with black hair, they're automatically a Sasuke clone, which makes no sense to me. I don't really see how Yuta can be a Sasuke clone when he doesn't even fit the Deuteragonist role. He's a former main character, and their personalities aren't similar whatsoever. He's not
at all, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. I watched the movie. He does not seem like Sasuke, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, terrible person.
Back in one of the later arcs. Uryu isn't really a Sasuke clone either. He's fairly different.
The fact that I'm distracted and not doing homework is crazy. It'd be like that. I'm on the toilet right now. No comment?
And even then, Yuno has some differences. So what? That's like 0 out of 6 characters this post scored on. You know what? Fairly impressive on this post. Good job.
Wait, he said no for Yuno.
Has some differences. So what? That's different even if he didn't get the most screen time pre-1000.
I mean, Yuno isn't the Sasuke clone, but I kind of want to be a hater, so I'm gonna say he's a Sasuke clone anyway. I kind of want to go against what he's saying just for the fun of it. So
either Yuno is honestly the best fit here, and even then Yuno has some differences. So what? That's like 0 out of.
I mean, some differences, but like they pretty damn close. Naruto's a lot like Asta. Yuno's a lot like Sasuke.
6 characters.
Yuno was the Sasuke clone. Yeah, bro. He got a point with Vegeta, actually, Killua, Uryu, Yuta. I don't know about these two though. But I barely watch Chainsaw Man, so I'll give him that. But I can't give him Yuno. Bucket, I'm grinding in the gym right now. Tug emoji, tongue emoji, tongue emoji. You almost got banned, Nick.
You know what?
You almost got banned.
Fairly impressive on this post. Good job. If I'm being generous, I can give the post like 1 out of 6 characters if I give partial credit to Yuno and Aki or Uryu, something like that. By this post logic, every shonen MC
is 2 out of 6, bro.
Because they all
definitely 2 out of 6.
Series and Yellow Lock. Like, do you see how stupid that is? All right, it's time for our lightning round where I look at some of the hot takes you guys posted under the last video. Gonna have to paraphrase this one just a bit. Caleb says characters like Aizen and Madara aren't as smart as people think they are. If you were making plans and others weren't aware, You would seem smart because there's nothing antagonizing you. For example, Aizen lost the moment someone got wind of what he was doing, and then everything began to gradually crumble. The fake Karakura Town arc was Urahara's plan for him to get sealed. Also, place people like L, Light, Lelouch, and Ayanokoji, and they are literally washing him. I won't lie, you were kinda cooking with the first half of this take. Some of these characters do low-key get overrated with their intelligence, especially when the context of the scenario doesn't get mentioned much. However, to be fair, you have to have some.
I mean, like, if you're doing stuff and nobody knows what's going on, then like, I feel like that kind of makes you smart, no? Like, if you're up to something and you're planning something and you're having stuff in motion and nobody knows, I feel like that low-key makes you smart.
Well, that applies for Aizen at least. Madora's kind of just doing everything in secret. And although both of these guys did get outsmarted, there is a bit of context to who outsmarted them and how it happened. I don't really know how I feel about the second half of your take. I think there are some conversations to be had with someone like L or Lelouch maybe, but I don't think any of those characters you named would wash Aizen or Madara. The next take from Venom Gaming says, Arlong is a better arc antagonist than Kaido. Kaido was a great antagonist in terms of being an opponent for Luffy, but Arlong had an X factor with Nami's back.
Not a bad take. Not a bad take. I'm not gonna argue for or against that take, but it's not a bad take. Arlong was indeed a really good villain. He was just early.
And this take really isn't that egregious. It feels like a genuine hot take that isn't based off of lies or agenda.
Yeah, I'm saying like Arlong was low-key a good villain. That's not a bad take at all.
I agree with it to an extent, as Arlong felt like he represented something more emotional for the Straw Hats to overcome versus Kaido feeling like some sort of barrier needing to be crossed to legitimize.
Oh, shit. What happened? So why is it in the worst anime hot takes of all time then 5? Omasama.
The crew, but I do.
I said up then 5.
Feel a
I cannot
way
talk.
with CP9 because of what they were doing with Robin, because I feel like we can have some similar conversations there as well. And finally, Star Panther heard someone say that if Erwin made it to Attack on Titan,
Why did he put it here? Am I missing something? If Erwin made it to AOTC, he would have supported the rumbling. You see, I don't support the rumbling, but I don't not support it either. It's one of those things where it's low-key immoral, but like he had no choice. It was either he die or they die, so it's like low-key like I guess like, I don't support it, but I don't like not support it either.
Season 4, he'd have supported the rumbling. Now this take is actually kind of cheeks. We can't say for sure what Erwin would have done after he saw everything in the basement and in the outside world. Addressing this take is basically asking myself, do I think Erwin would become a Jaegerist? And no, I can't really see that. When we look at everyone trying to stop the rumbling, it just feels like Erwin would have fit right into this group. If Erwin did side with Eren, I'd be extremely curious about all the turns his character would take, because I feel like at a certain point it starts to feel contrived and forced. Finally, I'm not sure why the Super Anime Podcast believes this take is that crazy, honestly.
I heard Bleach is better than Hunter x Hunter. He's not right, but he's not wrong type stuff. Yeah, facts. Like, I feel like if I was Eren, I would have done the same thing, and it would have been wrong, but I'm not trying to die. So, yeah. What's poppin', Med? Sounds like a One Piece island, Jasurura, or however you spell it. It low-key does sound like a One Piece island, bro. Bucket Hat, I'm sorry, but I've only seen 6. Alright, bro. Bro, something awesome. 6'7", 6'7". Alright, bro.
One may argue that it's pure facts. Anywho, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and special thanks to those who made it this far into the video.
Good little video. Good little video.